Hey, what up, everybody? It's the Verb, and you're watching TorontoBound. Shout out. I started rapping when I was actually the first time I ever wrote a rap where like I rapped was I did this church song when I was like 11. Actually, I just remembered about that like the other day because I was like, I wonder why I didn't actually take up rap back then. So I actually, first time I ever rapped was when I was 11 years old. First time I ever rapped was when I was 11 years old, and I did it at church, and it was this church song. I just wrote a couple of verses about God, and my sisters hopped on the hook. But I really actually started like this real rapping career when I was like 14, 15. Some of my influences are, I like to classify my influences in like 3 parts. So I have like my underground influences, and then I have my mainstream influences, and then I actually have like old school. So like for old school it'd be like Jigga back then, Hove, Wu-Tang, Nas, Biggie, Tupac, Busta Rhymes, others too, Crisscross for sure. Just like anything good back then, I really liked a lot. Even Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg, like old school. As far as mainstream, I only really like Drake is okay. I like his love songs and stuff. He's alright. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. That's pretty much it for mainstream. And for underground, I could go on for a long time about underground. Let's see. Who really actually transformed my music and made me start rapping about like real stuff, because like I never used to rap real. I used to rap like about foolishness until one day I was handing out some stuff at school and the principal saw it and it wasn't real at all, and my parents found out about it, and from there I decided I was just gonna keep it real.
So cold, like 0 degrees below.
Underground. Alright, so there's Joey Badass for sure, Dizzy Wright, all of Funk Volume pretty much, all of Pro Era pretty much, Bishop Nehru definitely, here in Toronto, Raz Fresco, Sazy, the Bakers Club, shout out Phoenix, I don't even know how to pronounce her second name, others too, Logic, TDE definitely, well, the underground members of TDE. It can go on and on and on and on. Oh, and P Black, definitely P Black is who I've been listening to a lot lately. So flames. As far as collaborations and things like that, I've been working with a lot of people, just like all the rappers that I meet, and like all the other artists that I meet. I'm just trying to work with all of them. I'm just kind of like making music right now. I'm actually working on this tape. I don't even know when I'm gonna drop it. Probably won't even drop for like a year. I'm really trying to make this one, actually like just a flames project, and I'm gonna call it The Soul. And some of the artists I work with, I actually spoke to the Flan this morning. He's from here, hometown, where I'm from. I actually worked with him this morning. I was talking to him this morning. Sorry. And we're coming with a record soon. Working with some artists from the States as well. From Columbus, Ohio, I'm working with this guy named Swizz Ditz. I met him. So working with him. From Baltimore, I'm working with this guy named Raf Alpha. And I'm working with this guy also from the States. I don't know where from. His name's John Bartley. So right now I'm just working, getting myself out there, working with different people. So, I'm working with artists from the States, and they can show different people out there as well. Some of the projects I have out, I did this one project when I was, last year actually, I dropped it around February, no, early this year, February. And I'm not gonna name the tape or anything because like it was so awful, I don't want nobody to know about it. So I just released a project actually August. I called it The Book of Rhymes. And pretty much what it was about was just like a lot of things going on in my head and stuff. So I just came back out and I just spit it, and it was just that boom bap kind of feeling to it. That's pretty much what I classified myself. My sound, definitely definitely a lot of people like to say that 90s flow, which is okay, but yeah, I call it boom bap. Yeah, that's what I'm on. But I can still do. I still love some of that new type of things that they have, whatever they're doing in the mainstream. I still mess with it. Toronto definitely Toronto is definitely a good place to make music. I live in the suburbs though. I live in this little city called Brampton, and yeah, Toronto, it's a good city. Like there's a lot of good talent out of Toronto. You know, we got Raz, Fresco, and Baker Club. We got John River. We got Sazy. We got like a lot of people like out of Toronto. We got a lot of talent and people who actually wanna do real music. You know, so I don't think nothing's wrong with Toronto. I think Toronto's a good place. School. When I just came into high school, actually, it was all about like making friends and fitting in and things like that. But when I got to grade 11 and I started making my music and everything, it was just so much like people that just want to talk, and like they don't even make music themselves, you know. And like there's always some people that are always like, yo, you're garbage or whatever. Well, not much anymore because I got better, obviously, but like there's some people that used to always be like, yo, you're garbage, or this person's better than you or whatever. And I'm like, yo, it is what it is. I mean, if he's better, then he's better. If I don't think he's better, then I don't think he's better. But yeah, like, and a lot of these guys listen to like foolishness from the mainstream, which is why I'm kind of like, you can kind of call me like a loner at school. I only have like my 1 or 2 friends that I really talk to at school, because like everybody else is so captivated by like this like pussy, money, weed is all a nigga need kind of shit. So yeah. When I was 15, I had this record called On My Way, and like I don't even know why, I'm just realizing now how awful it actually was. But yeah, that was probably the worst record I ever made. I dreamed I met my mom. Yeah, my name is the Verb, 17-year-old rapper from Toronto. Shout out Toronto, you know, TorontoBound. Thanks for having me. So I'm a rapper, hip hop artist. I like to call it more, but yeah. And pretty much I'm in this little group that I call Underground Lifestyle, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to bring that real old school feel back to hip hop. Not even to try to change it. I mean, obviously times change and things like that, but like we're trying to bring the real meaning of like why people made music and why people made records back then, because like people were actually talking real stuff, like what was going on in their lives. And now people, like, there's people that just went to school and got a job that are coming into the game, and like they're just rapping about complete foolishness, you know. We're just trying to bring that back.
It be that lyrical Diablo on that boom bap flow. He ought to blow and straight that Toronto's coast, you know. Many so stunting, but quick with the front end. Really something each and every is finna.